Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be talking about some really awesome ear training techniques and how you can start to really be hearing advanced permutations of dominant voicings. So this is gonna be about hearing different extensions, right? I want you to be able to hear the 9, sharp 11, 13, and whether that 9 is flatted, sharped, or that 13 is flatted, okay? So that's what we're gonna be diving into today. This is definitely advanced ear training, so if you're more of a beginner or even intermediate, feel free to go back to some of my earlier ear training videos, which you might find useful. All right guys, without further ado, let's dive into some of these concepts. So in some videos, I'll give you a starting note, like a C, and then ask you to tell me what the next note is. But today's video is actually less about being able to figure out what key you're in and actually more just about telling me what type of voicing is this? What extensions are actually in this voicing? So for example, if I play you this chord, I want you to tell me what are the degrees. It's less about what the notes are and more about what are the numbers, okay? Now the best way, in my opinion, to be able to figure these out is to actually build them up in your mind. Build them from bottom to top, okay? And start to actually figure out what those notes are. If you feel confident singing out loud, that's always a really great method, but otherwise it's totally cool to do this in your head as well. So let's see if we can figure out this first one. I'm gonna give this to you as an exercise here, okay? So here we go. First I'm gonna play all the notes together at once. And we're starting with just root position chords here, okay? So that means they are built from bottom to top in exact sequential order, like 1, 3, 5, flat 7, etc. So here is the chord. Now I want you to imagine the chord in your mind, sing up it, arpeggiate it if you can, or even do this on your instrument. If you're at a piano or playing the saxophone or whatever, play up the chord, see if you can match the notes. All right guys, now I'm going to arpeggiate up a little bit to make it a little easier to hear. All right, if you got that right, amazing job. Now I'm gonna actually show you guys what the answer was. So from bottom to top, the chord actually goes like this. It's 1, 3, flat 7, 9, sharp 11, 13. So this would be a 13 chord with a sharp 11. All right guys, let's try another one now. So I'm keeping this one pretty simple. All right guys, so from bottom to top, that is 1, 3, flat 7, flat 9, with that optional 5 that I did throw in there once. Okay, so this is just a 7 with a flat 9, okay? It's a dominant 7 chord with a flat 9. All right, let's try another one, and this time I'm gonna leave the key of C. Again, it's not about the key, but about whether you're getting the tonality of the chord right. All right guys, so from bottom to top, we've got 1, 3, 5, flat 7, and then we've actually got sharp 9, okay? So this is a dominant 7 with a sharp 9 this time. All right guys, so here's another one. Let's see how you do with this. Fairly similar to our last one, but there is actually just one note different. That's your clue. All right, so from bottom to top, that one is 1, 3, sharp 5, flat 7, sharp 9. So this would be a sharp 9, sharp 5 chord. It's still a dominant 7 chord, but with a sharp 9, sharp 5, so we call it 7, sharp 9, sharp 5, right? All right, so now we're actually gonna get into some voicings which are not in root position anymore. So that means the notes can actually be in any order, and you're still gonna have to figure out what degrees those are. So this is a bit more advanced. If you weren't really feeling ready to move on from the root position chords, then maybe hold off on this, but if you're ready, then good for you, and let's get into it. All right, let's start simple. So I'm giving you the root, which is C, and then here's our voicing. All right, guys, so this is a C13 chord. And the way it's built is flat 7, 3, 13, and 9, okay? So that is the structure. Now, the more you guys do this kind of ear training, the more you're gonna start to immediately recognize these structures. Now, I'm gonna give you a clue. My next one, I'm just gonna change one note, and I want you guys to tell me what this next chord is. All right, guys, so this time it was a C13 with a flat 9. So all we did was take that D on top, the 9, and flat it to a D flat. So it's flat 7, 3, 13, flat 9. So obviously, guys, we can keep going with this. We can do all different sorts of voicings in different shapes and different orders. So if you know someone who is a pianist, or you yourself are an advanced level improviser, jazz musician, I highly recommend you guys try this out, because the more of these shapes you can really get in your ears, the more facility you're gonna have as an improviser and with hearing what the pianist is doing when you're playing with them, and all sorts of things just like that. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you found these exercises helpful, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, consider clicking subscribe and clicking the little bell to turn on notifications, because I've got weekly videos, if not more often than that, rolling out just like this one. All right, guys, thanks so much, and I will see you next time.